Hi everyone, so I apologise about the mess in the background and that nothing's in level, but if you couldn't already tell from the title of the video, this is going to be a very different video to what I normally do. So obviously from the title you probably guessed. You probably either thought, okay, this isn't going to be a normal video, or you thought it's clickbait. I don't do clickbait, so you know. So basically, this could be really quick, or I could go on forever. I'll try and make it as quick as I can. I'm going to try not to edit too much in this video as well, because I want this to be as natural as possible, so I'll try my best not to edit anything. But basically, if you follow me on Twitter, you will already probably know what this video is about. I posted a massive paragraph on notes on Twitter earlier today, just explaining some things, and that's basically what I'm going to explain on this video. So a lot of people might know exactly what I mean. Some of you might not understand anything that I talk about properly because you've never felt it yourself, but I'm just going to talk to you about how I feel at the minute and what this video is really about. So obviously everybody has their times in their life where they don't feel great in themselves and they have a lot going on all at once and it all gets too much and stuff. And the last few weeks I've had a lot going on to do with friends, mainly friends, boys, and just myself as well. And it's all been happening at different parts in the last few weeks / month. And obviously when one thing happens, that thing stays in part of my head. And then with everything else going on after it, it all just blocks up in my head and stays in my head until it's talked about or until it's done with. So yeah, I fell out with a big group of friends back in April. I know that's a while back, but they were like my best friends, and so to fall out with them and to not have spoken to them for this long, it's kind of been weird. To start with, I'll be honest, I didn't care too much because I felt that I didn't need them, which for the first couple of months, like April, May, June, start of July, I didn't. But then there was times in July when a lot of other stuff was going on where I felt like I could only talk to them, and it hurt that I couldn't go to them because they have helped me through a lot. So that has always been there since April, and that just stuck there for every time I felt a bit upset, it stuck and then come to the front of my head because I always went to them about little stuff. So the fact that I couldn't hit me a bit. Secondly, back in April also I broke up with my boyfriend. I wasn't with him for long, but he was the first boyfriend I'd had in a while that actually made me really, really happy. So that's still there. I'm over him now and stuff, but it's still always been there because of it being the best relationship I've been in. So that was stuck there. Then me and my best friend, I have loads of best friends, but the girl who I call my best friend, me and her have become very distant lately, and due to that, that's been stuck in my brain as to I didn't want this to happen. I wanted to stay close. So I felt really, because of the fact I felt we've been distant, I've not gone to her about anything, and I've been different towards her. I didn't want to be, but because of how I'm feeling, I didn't want to throw all my problems onto her. So that's another reason. Obviously I don't post that much on my normal channel than I do for my vlogs. I've loved doing my vlogs because I love vlogging things, and sharing the experience with people, even if not many people watch it. But whenever I scroll through my YouTube and see that I've not uploaded on here for a while, it upsets me a little, because I miss filming, but I run out of ideas, and then I get tweets and sometimes like messages off my friends going, when are you next uploading? And I'm like, I don't know. And it kind of upsets me a bit, because I know that some, on the 313 of you that subscribe to me, if you do constantly watch my videos, you've subscribed to me because you enjoy watching me. So the fact I don't upload upsets me, because I feel like I'm not giving you anything. Then there's more boy stuff apart from the boyfriend situation, like, that went on. And a couple of things have gone on with family, like arguments and things that have just been not helping with everything myself. I've also become quite not confident with myself. I've noticed, like, I used to never look in the mirror and be like, oh, you're really ugly, to myself, like, you're really ugly, I don't know, nobody deserves you and stuff. But lately I've been like that. I've looked at myself and thought, like, oh, somebody's texting me. So that's like, I've not felt confident in myself, and that is a big thing for me. I feel like I should be more confident. Like, I always want to be confident in myself, so the fact I've not has not really not helped with me personally. So also, a big thing that's happened lately is a lot of concerts that I've gone to in the last 2 months, most of them I've ended up having panic attacks and having to like go for air or go to the back, or had to like, you know, I've had like panic attacks and stuff, and that's made me feel terrible as well, because I love going to concerts. That's my getaway place. So for the crap to like happen at my happy place makes it not a happy place, and it's really not a nice thing for me to go to a concert to get everything off my mind, to really not enjoy it. It's really, I hate it. So that happening as well is not helping me out at all. So a lot of people who are probably watching this, who are close to me or friends with me or know me from any concerts or on social media, may think, what are you on about? You're always, most of the time anyway, you're always happy and hyper and you don't look like you're going through a lot. But to be honest, I'm really good at showing myself as really, really happy when really I'm not, because I don't want my family or my friends to have to worry about me when they have other stuff to worry about. So obviously with all of this going on, I wasn't feeling great. I haven't been feeling great for the last few weeks. There was one point a couple of weeks ago where I was like, I can't do social media anymore, I can't do YouTube, I can't do this and this and this, because I just can't cope. But then I thought to myself, I need to stay on social media and YouTube because I enjoy doing it, and I have good friends on social media that if I let that all go, I'm letting them go, and I'm letting things that make me happy go. So obviously I've stayed on YouTube, as you've seen. If you follow me on my social medias, I've stayed on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, everything, and I've just carried on. I have sometimes maybe tweeted or put on Snapchat my real feelings, like if I've been upset I will tweet about it, but most of the time I tweet that I'm happy, which, don't get me wrong, I do have the days where I'm happy, but most of the time lately I've not been feeling very happy. So obviously the weekend that's just gone, a lot of good things happened, like meeting Connor in Birmingham on Friday, going to that festival Saturday, going to London on Monday. A lot of good things have happened. Friday when I went up Birmingham, I was on my own, and I wasn't happy about going on my own. I just didn't want to be on my own because of how crap I felt. So to see Connor for the 5 minutes I did lifted my mood, and then when he went, it just went again, which I didn't like. It wasn't a nice thing. Saturday at the festival, if you ask the people I was with on the Saturday, I looked so happy. I looked like I was having the best time ever. For most of it, I was, but there was parts where my mood was like dropped completely, and I kept on acting fine when inside I just wanted to go and cry, or I just wanted to leave. And then obviously Monday, I was worried about Monday because it was a standing thing for the TV show, and I was worried that because of it being, even if it was a little crowd, I was so worried about having another panic attack. So I had to speak to them about it, and we got sent to the balcony because of it. And I felt really like, for most of it, I was really happy because, again, I was in my happy place. But then there was a part of me at one point inside where I was thinking, I just want to go home now. I don't want to be here. So all the good things that have happened have also not just all been good. But basically what I'm getting at is, the other day, on Tuesday I believe, I got home from London because I'd stopped over at my friend Hannah's. I got home from London and there was a couple of comments made by family members. I'm not going to mention what or who because this is only a fraction of what I've told you, so I'm not going to name names. But comments were said that were meant to be taken as a joke, and when I got told this joke, I didn't find it funny because if you guys know me, I don't know if I've mentioned it on any of my videos, but if you know me, I'm a very, very, very sensitive person, and my sense of humour, I have a sense of humour, and I can take like offensive jokes, but some jokes that are meant to be offensive jokes to make me laugh they're too far for me, and I get really, really upset. I'm going to speak about this now. On Tuesday, it was like my time of the month. Girls, you know what I'm on about. I'm just going to say it because it's about, it was my girl time, my time of the month. If you don't know what I'm on about, then tough, but you should know what I'm about. So I was even more sensitive than usual, and when that comment was made, I was really, really, really upset. And so because I got really, really upset then, I went up to my room because I just didn't want to be around people, and because that comment had been made, it made every little thing that I've just explained to you, everything that was already in my brain just clashed. It all clashed in my head, and I felt so the worst I'd felt in my life. I have to be honest, I've never felt the way I did the other day. I had a panic attack in my room, and I genuinely felt I broke down. I was in tears. I was upset. I was in tears. I didn't know, I didn't want to go downstairs. Like, normally when I'm really, really, really upset, I go to my mum and I just hug her, and I don't even talk to her about it because it's normally gone out my head by the time I've, spoke to her and stuff. But I stayed upstairs, and I didn't want to go downstairs because I didn't want my mum to think that the reason I was this upset and this bad and having another panic attack or anything was because of what had just happened, because it wasn't. So that day was the worst. Tuesday was the worst. I did not feel myself. I haven't felt myself for the last few weeks, but Tuesday was horrible. And I was I had thoughts that I've never had before. You might know what I mean, you might not. I do not want to go into detail about it because I don't want to be shown, I don't want this video to seem like I'm attention seeking, because it's not. I'm just explaining myself, and I don't know, this could potentially help others with what I'm saying, so please do not take this as I'm attention seeking. I'm really not. But I had thoughts that I've never had thoughts of before, and I was worried because I didn't want to have these thoughts. And again, I was that close on Tuesday to deleting everything off my phone and just having just text messages, and just deleting everything. But then I had messages come through, because when I get really, really upset, I do tweet about it, and maybe I shouldn't because it does look like I'm attention seeking, and I've realised that now. But people were messaging me saying, I'm always here for you, you've always got me, thank you for everything, I love you so much, I'm always here and stuff. So that gave me the tiniest, I'm sorry if this sounds bad, but it gave me the tiniest bit of reassurance, because at the time I felt like I had no one, even, like, you know, so the fact that people were telling me I had them made me realise I did have people, even if I didn't know that before. And then I just thought, I need to just go to sleep, and I just need to sleep on it. That is all I need to do. So I slept on it, and waking up I felt a little bit better in myself, because I'd had a sleep and I'd let all the tears out in one. Obviously I wasn't going to be myself straight away, it doesn't happen, stuff like that doesn't happen overnight. But I woke up, and Wednesday I was going to go to my friend's house for a few days to clear my mind. However, I decided not to, because I felt I needed to be on my own. Originally I thought it was best to go, so I was with someone, but I wanted to be on my own at the time. So I stayed in the house, and I had my cries again and everything, and it was getting really bad. And then I got into bed last night, and I'm now talking to the majority of the girls that I fell out with back in April, so that lifted a bit off me. And then there was another situation in my head that was really, really messing with my head and making me feel bad and not myself. So I decided to talk to the person about that, and it all went really well. So that was another thing that helped off my chest. So I thought, I'm just going to go to sleep and, you know, see how I feel tomorrow, aka today, if I upload this on the right day, if not, aka Thursday. So I went to sleep, but before I went to sleep I spoke to someone, and they really made me like feel better in myself, which I hadn't felt for those few weeks. So I was like, oh okay, you know, let's be friends, let's talk more, let's get to know each other more, because, you know, you'd really put a smile on my face and I didn't think I could. So I went to sleep thinking things are going to get better, things will get better, things are on the right track. And then I woke up this morning feeling near enough the same as I did Tuesday. I felt like I wanted to cry, felt like I wanted to break down, felt like I was going to have another panic attack. So I stayed in bed for a little while. I woke up quite late, I woke up at about 11:30, and I stayed in bed till about 12:30 because of me feeling that way. I didn't want to go downstairs where like my family were and just completely break down in front of them. So I stayed in bed, and then I went down, had some food, and my mum went home. My mum went to work, sorry, and my stepdad and my brother was in his room, but he had his earphones on and his Xbox. So I went back upstairs and started to cry again. And I just sat on my bed crying, thinking about everything, and I just broke down again. Just there and then I just broke down again. But I thought, I can't keep on being upset. So again, I went on Snapchat, Twitter, I went on live streams on Instagram, I FaceTime people acting perfectly fine when I really, really wasn't. Then as soon as I came off the phone to a couple of friends, after I'd acted happy yet again, I broke down again. And I thought to myself, I can't keep doing this to myself. I can't keep on social media and doing things that aren't helping me become me again. So basically what I've decided to do is a few things. First, I'm going to start doing more out the house to build my happiness up, because lately I've cried quite a lot in the day and through the night, so even if I go out for the day and have the best day ever and get my mind completely off everything else to then get home and cry, I'd rather do that than be crying all day. Also, I'm going to start complimenting myself, as silly as it sounds, rather than looking in the mirror and thinking, oh, I'm gonna not do that anymore. Attempt to. There might be a time that I do it, but I'm gonna try my best not to. And thirdly, if you've not already guessed, I am going off social media for as long as I need to, and I'm going off YouTube for as long as I need to. It might be that next week I'm feeling a lot better in myself, so I'll be back. It might be it takes a couple of months. It could I don't know how long it's going to take. But this video was just to explain and let everything out, really, because this is my way of letting things out. And if anybody feels like they're going through the same thing, then please don't do what I have done and not tell anyone, because it's really not good. Like, I generally, even now, I do not feel like myself, and it's not a nice thing. So please, if you think you're going through the same thing, talk to somebody about it, as hard as it might be. Obviously, I'm not going on social media as much now. I've deleted Twitter completely. Snapchat, I will literally probably keep my streaks, and that is it. Instagram, I just probably won't post anything. However, I am keeping Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat downloaded, even though I'm not going to actually use them. So if anybody wants to talk to me about anything you're going through, then I will leave my Instagram and my Snapchat down below. Feel free to message me. If I don't reply, you know why. But I will try my best to reply to anybody who needs me for whatever reason. So yeah, I hope you all understand why I'm leaving YouTube for a little while. And yeah, so thanks for being fabulous and watching my videos, and I hope I see you very soon. Bye!